Hi, welcome back to the channel. This is the Dinky Vintage Workshop, and today I'm just doing a little follow-up video to a video I put out last week where I introduced you to my brother's MGB GT. So we've just been in the workshop, we're giving it a little look over, and there's a few jobs that need doing on it. It's been stored for probably 5 years and not had any use at all really. So we're just checking over the brakes, giving it a grease round, generally making sure everything's okay and safe to use. Okay, I've just whipped the wheels off the MGB GT just to check the brakes and have a look around. You can see in there, inside the front shockers modified, so where the lever arms would have been, they've gone, and it's had the Bilstein shock absorbers. The back ones are the same, they've had modified shockers fitted. Quite noticeable how it drives better. It's got plastic wheel arch liners in there. Keeps the water out of all the little bits it shouldn't be going into. So I'm just going to have a good look at the brakes and maybe grease the joints. I don't think they've been done for a little while. It hasn't done any miles, this car. It's been stored in a garage, so it hasn't really been used a lot, but so it's probably ready for a bit of a grease round, free the brakes off. They're not sticking, but you can definitely do a little bit of a clean up. And just a general check round. It's actually got some like, I think it's like wax sack wrapping they put on there. They used to do that in older cars, and they would grease it and it would just keep your springs from corroding. So I'll just have a little look around the brakes, give them a clean up. I think we should take a little look underneath, see what sort of condition it's in. So there's stainless steel exhaust. Seems to be quite tidy there. That slave cylinder's new. We fitted that a few weeks ago because it'd been stood in the garage for a little while. So the clutch slave cylinder seized up. So popped a new one of those on. Those front brakes are definitely ready for a clean out. I would say they've definitely a little while since they've been done. Wouldn't be an MG without an hour leak. A little bit coming off the overdrive unit there, which is fairly normal. Yeah, nothing obviously wrong. I'll just give it a little grease round. So the front brakes are a bit rusty. There's plenty of pad on there. And they're free. It's just, I think I'll pull them out, get the pins out. They're probably seized up as well. And give them a clean and put them back together again. Okay, I've got the brakes put back together. Put some copper slip on there so they don't seize up again as much. And the only other thing I want to do in the front is there's some grease nipples in here. There's one just there. There's one down in there. So I'll just put a little bit of grease in there. Doesn't look too bad, doesn't look too dry, but while I'm in here I'll put a little bit. So one grease nipple at the bottom there. And just pump it, you see it come through, it's coming through up on the top there, so we know we've got plenty in there. And the third one is on the back side of there, so I'll have to spin that round and go in from the other side. So there's a third one just in there. And straight away the grease is coming out, so that's fine. Plenty on there. And that's pretty much it for the front end. Everything seems to be okay. Okay, the only other thing is, while I've got the grease gun out, there's, on the prop shaft, there's a grease nipple there. There's some grease, and there should be one back there. They both look quite dry, so I'll put a little bit of grease in them. On the older models, there used to be one on the handbrake cable, but I don't think these little models. That grease nipple there, and that one there, and the one on the back, and that'll be it for greasing around. Okay, I've got the wheels back on again. While I was underneath, I bled the clutch again because, as I mentioned before, we put a clutch cylinder, slave cylinder on this a few weeks ago, and when I was driving it, it just felt a bit light and maybe still had some air in it, so I'll give it another bleed and we'll give that a test drive just to make sure it's okay. What I want to do now though is the door handle on here. It seems like the button's come loose, so it's not really supposed to do that. So we'll take this door trim off and see if we can get it out the handle and see if it's something that we can tighten up. Let's got the door trim off. It's just a tiny little nut on the bottom there, on the back of the handle. Two of them. That one was relatively easy. This one, I'm not sure. So that's got the handle off. So there's just these two little nuts on the back of that. It's a small gasket, which I know there's that. That was an easy fix. So literally that little locking nut there was loose. So I've screwed that in and it's brought the button back in the correct position. There's the other little gasket. Gasket's back on again. Okay, so that's got the wheels back on again, and it's off the jacks. So the brakes just got a quick check and clean and adjusted the back ones. I've greased around all the grease nipples, checked underneath, nothing obviously wrong with it. Put some air on the tyres were a little bit flat, and next job will just be give it a little run up the lane, make sure the brakes are okay, and double check that clutch, make sure it's clearing a little bit better. And that's pretty much it for this one, and thanks for watching. Click the subscribe button if you want to, and give us a like if you're enjoying the videos, and we'll see you on the next one.